Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Three news stories. The Tigray military commanders who took part in the war against federal forces issued a joint statement today. Uh, It's a little unusual statement because we have not seen such joint statement by TDF members in the last 2 years since the war ended in November 2020. At least I have not seen such a statement after the war ended. Colonel Gabre, famous Colonel Gabre, who used to brief us during the war, read this statement. What are the main points? Why was there need for TDF to issue a statement now? Secondly, Sasavuki, Eritrean president, sent a special message to Egyptian president today. Uh, Usman Saleh, the Eritrean foreign minister, took this message. By the way, Yemane Gibriab is missing these days. He does not accompany Usman. Otherwise, he was a regular buddy of Usman to deliver such special messages. And lastly, viewers, if you want to start a new business in Ethiopia, profitable business will be stable, I think. You need to have 45 million dollars. Which new business? Uh, I have details. Firstly, viewers, Tigray military commanders issued a joint statement today. A press briefing was held. The statement was read by Colonel Gabre. Colonel Gabre, who used to hold regular press briefing statements during 2 year long Tigray war. Several senior military officers were seen today when the statement was read. General Migbe was seen too. The statement uh, rejected foreign interference, not foreign, external interference in Tigray's internal matters. Firstly, that people of Tigray will solve their issues on their own. No foreign, no external interference will be allowed. Just analyze this. Let's analyze this point. Who is interfering in Tigray from outside? Is it a warning from uh, PDF to Prosperity Party? Prosperity Party cannot be a major player in Tigray. Secondly, PDF will stay neutral. It will remain neutral. It won't take sides. By the way, it cannot be neutral. It has not been neutral. It was never neutral. PDF overwhelmingly supported TPF. Let's see. Secondly, thirdly, no defamation campaign against TDF will be tolerated. Who is launching defamation campaigns against TDF? From inside or outside? No details shared. Good relations with federal government will continue. Fourth point, Pretoria will be implemented. Return of IDPs and restoration of Tigray's borders are priority number one for TDF. These are main points which I have shared with you. Uh, both TPLF people, senior leaders, and Tigray in terms of Gitacho shared this statement. PWTV, Tigray TV gave coverage to it. Gitacho shared this press briefing link on his social media account. Uh, I think that there are some elements in Tigray Defense Force who want to be neutral. There are some elements, I believe. But what about the top brass of the TDF? People like Varede, Sadkan, where do they stand? Do they want to be neutral? Will they take sides? Let's see. There was no Varede, there was no Sadkan, I think. Uh, we only saw Megway and several other senior commanders too. Too early to say so far. Let's wait a little. Is this really an announcement of neutrality by TDF in the ongoing tussle between TPLF senior leaders and Getachew interim president? Or a new group has been created in TDF which wants to be neutral because it is disgruntled with the way some senior TDF leaders are supporting uh, the parties, two parties, some supporting Getachew, others supporting TPLF. I don't want to make, uh, I don't want to do guesswork. So let's wait a little. Let me get more information. Then I'll update you. Overall, it's a good sign that TDF is standing for neutrality. I have been saying that, by the few. I've been saying that TDF should play the role of a mediator, a neutral uh, entity. It should facilitate the growth of democratic culture in Tigray. It should give space. It should promote space for opposition parties. It should have condemned the violence against opposition parties last year. It did not. Let's see what happens. Secondly, viewers, Eritrean President Isaias Afwerki has sent a special message to Egyptian President Abdul Fattah al-Sisi. Egypt and Eritrea are new allies. Since they have a common rival, that is why they are natural friends now, natural allies. Which common rival? Ethiopia. Both are not on good terms with the Ethiopian government. Usman Saleh delivered this special message from his working to Abdul Fattah al-Sisi, the Egyptian president. What is this message about? The official statement from the Ministry of Information of Eritrea says that message is about bilateral relations, regional and international issues. No specific points mentioned by Yemen and Damascus. I think the message is about Sudan because a few days ago we heard that Al Burhan had invited Egyptian and Eritrean leaders to Port Sudan. There a video on that if you remember. Before this key meeting, I think Savuki and Sisi are discussing about the future course of events in Sudan. Ethiopia is emerging as a new player in Sudan. It is playing the role of a mediator between RSF and military, between Sudan's military and the UAE. Eritrea and Egypt are on Al Burhan's side, though we saw little tension when a few weeks ago Eritrea expelled Sudanese ambassador, but no retaliation from Sudan. Al Burhan is Assad on good terms. I think the message is about Sudan. There are two main regional issues: Sudan and Somalia, Ethiopia dispute. So Sudan war and Somalia Ethiopia issue. Both are critical, by the way. Yes, Egypt and Eritrea are involved in Somalia Ethiopia issue as well. Somalia could resume talks with Ethiopia in coming days. And Hassan Sheikh was in Eritrea a few days ago. So the resumption of talks between Ethiopia and Somalia is another key regional issue. Both Eritrea and Egypt are relevant to Sudanese civil war and Somalia-Ethiopia tension. Egypt planning to deploy its troops to Somalia in 2025. Djibouti is interested. Djibouti is already deployed. Djibouti has already deployed its troops there. Djibouti is part of Atmos 2. Egypt going to be a new arrival in Somalia. Eritrea, so far, we have no confirmation that Eritrea would deploy its troops to Somalia. Eritrea is training Somalia's forces. So far, no statement from Eritrea no confirmation about deployment of its troops. But Eritrea is a key player because it's training Somalia's forces. So the message is definitely about Sudan. Ethiopia Somalia dispute could also be on the agenda. Early viewers, if you have 45 million birds, you can open a new business in Ethiopia. It's a huge amount, by the way, 45 million birds. National Bank of Ethiopia liberalized foreign exchange market around 10 days ago. Now, private banks can sell and buy foreign currency. Private businesses can also buy and sell foreign currency. Foreign currency was not allowed to be sold by any private entities. But the new reforms have paved the way for establishment of foreign exchange bureaus by private people. Today, National Bank of Ethiopia shared details of requirements for this business. If you want to establish a foreign exchange bureau, what do you need? You need to have 15 million birds to start this business. And you have to deposit 30 million birds to an account as a security deposit, which you cannot withdraw until you continue your, as long as you are doing this business, the money will remain deposited at a bank as a security deposit. Yes, the account holder will earn interest on it, but it cannot withdraw the money. So you need 45 million birds to start this foreign currency exchange business in Ethiopia. Let's see how many parties will show interest in starting foreign exchange bureaus. We'll see lots of foreign exchange bureaus established in Ethiopia and coming because now currency exchange is going to be one of the major businesses, new businesses, which are being established by Ethiopian